What up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to Late Night Live number 27. Merry Christmas, everybody. This is our... Ignore my really ugly flourishing here on the page. Let me get that out of the way. Just playing around, seeing if my gold ink is opaque enough to work on black paper. And I feel like it's just opaque enough. Going on, Howdy, Merry Christmas. Ho ho ho, just Merry Christmas to you. What up, Vincent? Civic in the house. Merry Christmas, Civic. What up, Saguri? Yeah. Civic, we haven't had you here in a while. Welcome, everybody. Hope everybody's having a good Christmas holiday. Hope everybody's been having a good time. I feel like I'm not behind schedule because everything's okay and I'm here, but literally like less than 5 minutes ago I was making tea, and as I told you guys last week, my kettle broke, so I was boiling tea in a pot and I turned the wrong burner on, so the burner that had a frying pan, just an empty frying pan on it, was turned on. And that frying pan, I think, had some oil in it from when I made breakfast this morning. So I was chilling here getting ready for the stream. And I started to smell burning oil. And I went in the kitchen and there was smoke everywhere because the frying pan was on a super hot setting instead of the little pot with the water in it for my tea. So I didn't burn my parma down, which was nice, but now I'm like frazzled. But I have tea. Ooh, and it's hot, but it's good. All right, Merry Christmas, Fozzie. Oh, right on, Hody. I'm glad you checked out the book. I mean, the education in it is really good. She's one of the first places I saw teachers back in the day recommend music for their practice, rhythms and whatnot like that. She would suggest specific record numbers, waltzes and whatnot, to practice her stuff. Thanks, Marilyn. Merry Christmas. This is my winter hat that I wear pretty much all the time. I taught all my dance classes in it last year, this time of year. I haven't done that this year, though, because I haven't been leaving the house. Yeah. So I don't have a super real theme or anything to do today. I'm taking a break from the capital letter comparison and review. And I figured I just kind of want to write any and all things Christmas. As you saw on Instagram, I posted that question to see if people have favorite Christmas quotes. So I'm going to do some of those. And then I figured I'll just do Christmas movie names, Christmas book names, Christmas reindeer names, Christmas anything. Anybody can suggest anything in the chat as we're going, and I will write it if it has to do with Christmas or the holiday season in general. It's cold in here right now, so I have a hoodie on. Normally I wouldn't wear a hoodie when I'm writing, but I had to open up my patio doors to air out the smoke out of this room. So it's chilly in here now. The door's closed again, but my heater's playing catch up. Ooh, a really flourished Noel. We can do that for sure. All right. Also, you guys saw on the Discord, I've been talking about the Jalot 303 lately. A conversation I was having with Brian iCursive the other day got me into taking out one of my old Jalot 303s and sort of smoothing it out and whatnot to use it. And in using that 303, it reminded me, what up, Villas? How much I missed the Jalot 303. I used to use it pretty much exclusively, and is, so long as it's a good batch, the ones that I have are incredible. So they're harder to control a little bit, and they're not as accommodating to rough paper, which, as we know, the black paper I use for these lives is a little on the rougher side. But we're gonna try with the 303 and see how we go. Yep, swapped out the bowler hat for a Santa hat today. I don't have a Santa bowler hat. I guess I could make one of those. Get a red one with a white hat band and a pom-pom on top. Could be my bowler Santa hat. Oh, that sucks, Fozzie, that your 303s were bad. That's why I was asking in the Discord if anybody had bought any recently, because I'm curious what they are right now. What up, Jesse? I know they were a little rough after, I think it was back in like 2016, 2017 when I got the ones I have now. And they were awesome. But then I've started running low on that sort of collection of them, so I stopped using them for a little while. Oh, mistletoe in front. Clever, Merriman. Good idea. But now I just want to use them again. So, get a little more zoomed in. Go. Focus. Right on. Not really warmed up. You guys want me to write a bird. So tell you what. Because in Fozzie's pajama writing session, I was being a brat and asking for her to write birds a bunch of times. I don't flourish birds. I have never flourished a bird on my own before. I flourished a bird in a class once. I did a class with Jake Weidman, and I flourished a bird. I've also traced, as far as foiled flourished birds, other penman's designs. I've done that before, but I've never actually written with offhand flourishing a bird. So it may be horrible, but we know in these live videos I'm not scared of being horrible at things because we've done it in the past. I'm going to pull up a picture of an old school bird at some point, and I'm going to draw, I'll flourish a bird. It may be terrible, but I will do that. As a Christmas, I won't call it a Christmas treat because it might be terrible. But I will do that for you. Alright. This 303 is so far feeling paper friendly. Oh, I'm not even in that. On the screen, trying to get that ugly gold feather that I did. Turned out really bad. I was trying to do, this is with flourishing, I don't know how to do like you do the stems, and then you do like these types of things. They get smaller and smaller, and then I never really know what to do as you keep going to make more. Like, I know sometimes they go all the way around like that. This is ugly though, and I'm dragging my finger through it. I always end up just ruining it. The technique seems like the easy part, but I've never paid nearly enough attention to the design. So what I do always looks amateur and bad. Like that. What an ugly feather. What up, Lori? Welcome. But anyways, yeah, we'll do some flourishing today. I'm gonna write some Christmas words first, and then once that gets warmed up, I will attempt a Christmas bird, which, yeah, might turn out terrible, but we'll try. Christmas! Oh, the offhand way this way. It is I mean, if I was going to be doing proper offhand flourishing, and when we do the bird, I might switch pens, so I use a straight holder with an oblique or with a nib in it. But I've also found that when I do, and this is also just in knowing that I've never done it seriously before. But I find if I put my finger on the back of the flange, right there, then I can get a good sort of flourishing grip with an oblique holder. It's not the proper way. The one issue I definitely have when I do designs that way, for some reason, when I hold an oblique holder the correct way and I'm moving around, I don't catch on my upstrokes. But when I hold it the opposite direction, I don't know if it's because of, I think my arm rotates a little bit, and when I do ovals and whatnot with my arm flipped this way, it ends up being not on a flat plane like it does when I do ornamental penmanship. So on the downstrokes in this instance, I end up catching a lot more than I do. I get nib snaps and stuff a lot more than I do when I do regular ornamental penmanship. And I'm pretty sure that has, like, even when I use a straight holder, I'm pretty sure that has to do with the rotation of my forearm a little bit. Because normally it would be like this, that fleshy bit would be right on the ground. But then when I rotate for that grip, it's slightly on the outside instead of right on the bottom. And I'm wondering, being honest, I haven't given it that much thought or worry. But that could be where that issue comes from. I don't use a flourishing grip very often at all because I don't flourish that way very often. I don't really do offhand flourishing, but as a Christmas fun, and I'm unprepared, I'll have to go through a book and find an example to copy because I won't be able to pull one just out of my brain because I don't know it good enough. But Christmas, what's the word comes after Christmas? Christmas. Let's do. Let's do Noel. As we're warming up here, I might do a fancier one later, but for now. Let me know if the music sounds good today, if the volume is good for you.
On the first day of Christmas, my true love gave to me a partridge in a pear tree. On the second day of Christmas, my true love gave to me two turtle doves and a partridge.
Oh, that should have gone up a little higher. I got timid at the end. Whoops. I'm not supposed to go like that, right? I can up the music? Alright, let's up the music. Just a smidge. Oh, and Marilyn says it's too loud. Well, now you guys just have to make up your mind. Oh, Martha! Hello, Martha. Welcome to Late Night Live number 27. Fozzie's lagging out again. Fozzie's destined to be a minute behind on our videos. Every week. I wonder why it's like that. I wonder why that's the case for Fozzie. What do I need? Black piece of paper. Oh, good morning to you, Martha. What better way to start off your morning than with some Christmas music and some Christmas writing? What were some people's quotes here on Instagram? We got some of those. really annoyed that Instagram won't post my links. It's very frustrating. It's hard to get to share a link with somebody when Instagram won't post it. It's rather frustrating. Nice, we're just winning. Chilling in bed. Alright, Marilyn suggests Merry Christmas to all and to all a good night. We can write that. Earlier today I was contemplating if it was too long to write the entire night before Christmas. And then I figured that was a little too long for the late night live. But I might do that this week, just as a form of practice. I might write the whole poem. Is The Night Before Christmas considered a poem or a story? Is it a long poem or a short story? I actually don't know. Okay. Alright, Jalop 303. Let's see what you got. No blotter sheet. Mary. Merry Christmas. Oh, what should be capitalized? The rest is just lowercase, right? Oh, these nibs are just so good. they're a little challenging to control, but the shade is literally effortless. Some of them, I think even the vintage ones didn't, in my experience anyway, some of them didn't didn't flex quite as far as wide as this modern batch does. But man, these ones flex so far and with literally no effort whatsoever. Which the hard part with that is it's really easy for hairlines to shade when they're not supposed to. It does require a lot more control, but goodness is it ever enjoyable. To all, I'm gonna drop down one. Wait, do I want to go there? No, I'm gonna drop down one extra line. Oh, come on! I lost my hairline in there. That was my own fault, though. I had my wrist rotated a little bit. Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night. Lovely. Night Before Christmas is a poem. Awesome. Thank you very much, Evik, for clearing that up for me. I thought so. I couldn't remember. It was always my job growing up, and still. We used to go to my godparents' house on Christmas Eve, and it was always my job to recite The Night Before Christmas to everybody for years and years and years. Put a bird. I don't know how to put a bird. We gotta do a bird later. I can't just put a bird on things. Who do I look like? Michael Sull? Do I think it takes less force than the 101? Yep, most definitely. And the 101 takes less force than the Leonard Principle. But the 303s, and I'll say specifically the 303s that I have, I can't say that all 303s are like this, but the 303s that I have from this batch are crazy flexy, and they take no effort at all. They're the easiest nib I own to flex, including most of my vintage nibs. Yeah, Mike Saul can definitely put a bird on anything, and it's great. Like, you could put it. I would, if I were somebody's talking outside. I would put a bird like right here, looking down at night, or you could put a bird over here where my hairline missed. You could put a bird anywhere. I'm just not good at putting birds on things because it's nothing I've ever really done. It's not called The Night Before Christmas. What's it called? It's called A Visit from St. Nick. Oh, right on. I did not know that. Interesting. Or a fish. CP Zayner did a lot of fish. Not CP Zayner, sorry. Blah, 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 blah. FB Courtney drew a lot of fish into a lot of things. Okay, what else do we got for quotes in here? So, I wonder, Ahmed's not here, so he suggested a couple. I might wait and see if he pops in tonight. Normally he has to go to work. But if he pops his head in here, I'll write one of his quotes. He wants, "Winter is coming, Merry effing Christmas." Is what he wanted. But I'm going to hold up and see if he shows up. And if he does, I'll write that one. Okay, here's a good one. "Angels we have heard on high tell us to go out and buy." Nice. We can do that. "Angels we have heard on high." This line spacing really isn't the best for quotes, but that's okay. "Angels we have heard on high tell us to go out and buy." I put a dash there, but I'm going to put a comma. Do I have a scanner? I do have a scanner. Because I got a new printer that has a scanner on it, but I have to return it. I'm not a fan of it. Tell us. Whoops. We're gonna just leave it that way. We're gonna combine those two words. They're gonna share an O. It's tell us to go out, go out, go out. It's one word. Didn't you guys know that that was one word? Of course, that's one word. Whoops. Oh gosh. Of course, I can't get through anything without making a mistake like that. I was focusing on something I wanted to say about the nib and about writing with the hunt or with the Jalad 303, and then I totally, obviously, got messed up. Yeah, not pronounced gout. It's go out, go out. Angels we have heard on high tell us to go out and buy. Go out, go out. We'll make a shirt for this COVID that says, don't go out. Don't go out. Go out. It'll be, maybe just be the word go out. Go out. With like the no smoking symbol, the ring with the line through it. Go out. Oh, okay, yeah, we can do a little, it'll drive the point if we have a little. Here we go. Don't go out. Oh, that's hilarious. Apostrophe for the win. Thank you, Mr. Apostrophe. That should be another shirt. Apostrophe for the win. Go out. Go out. That's funny. Oh, mistakes, how you are funny. All this talk of birds. I want to flourish a bird. We're gonna try to flourish a bird here. Make sure I'm not missing anything. The chat here. You guys are chatty tonight. I like it. This is awesome. Yeah, I checked when I bought the scanner, Maryland, when their return policy was, and they extended it's into January. It's just down the street. I've been lazy, but I also haven't because I haven't decided what printer I want to replace it with. Because I'm not going to return it for a refund. I'm going to return it for, I guess, store credit, so I can exchange it for a printer that I will use. But I am within the time frame. I double checked when I bought it. So one of these days I'll go out and take it to down the street. Don't just do something, stand there. I like that. Okay. Flourishing a bird. What are we gonna do here? Let's find some birds. I'm ill prepared to do bird flourishing today. What, oh. I'll get 2 examples. There's birds in Michael Saul's book, right? Check that one first. If not, I know there are in Canan's book. See what's in Mike's book. Are there? I know there are signatures and letters. Okay, there's signature writing. They're in the back. There they are. Oh, these are complicated, you guys. Out here. First Christmas quotes off to the side. Oh goodness. Picking a bird. We're gonna try to pick a simple looking bird here. Nice. Vince. Don't go out. Oh. Dennis's swan is maybe a little bit too challenging for a beginner to dive into right off the bat. Come on, give me some simple ones. Can I start with like just a feather? Oh, that's a pretty one. We're gonna try this one. It's not classic sitting bird. It's flying. Who wrote this? This Albin? Maybe? Maybe I'll try that one. Hey, Mom, thank you. I was given some Nico G's as a gift. Oh, no. I mean, Nico G's, if they've rusted, they're probably still decent. Nico G, I feel like you could run over with a car and it'll still write most of the time. If you give them a good clean, the rust shouldn't ruin using them completely. There's lots of bird example. Okay, that's a simple one. We could do that one. Oh, why don't we just do this little Merry Christmas. Christmas greetings. And every good wish for the new year. Yeah, it would be great if I could do that. Yo, you can tell that Kelchner, in this specific example, you can tell that Kelchner is one of Michael Saul's favorite penmen. It shows a little bit here, I think. Kristen? Is this Kristen's first late night live? Ladies and gentlemen. Ho-ho! Welcome to your I'm pretty sure this is your first one. I don't remember seeing you in one before. Nice! Welcome! What keeps you up so late? Okay, there we go. Let's just pick one. No more messing about. Let's pick a bird. Maybe we won't be that bad and we can do multiple. It's a Christmas miracle. Booyah. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna do that flying one that I saw. I quite liked that one. It's the faces. I don't really understand how to do the faces. Okay. And I'm still gonna use my lined paper, which I know is ugly, but uncalligraphy Christmas cards. So don't worry, I think most East Coast gals and guys are usually asleep by now. I get a lot of messages, sorry, I want to tune in, it's just too late. I feel bad, but this is when I end up sitting down and writing, so it makes the most sense for me. But don't feel bad about being behind. I haven't done anything. I am 100% unprepared for Christmas this year. Which, I've kind of decided, that's okay. I'm just going to stay unprepared and just not really do Christmassy things this year. We'll see how that goes. I feel bad, but I'm behind. Okay, let's do a bird. We're gonna do this the right way. We're gonna get a straight holder. No, I'm just gonna do with my oblique holder, whatever. What not to do. What up, Tony? Merry Christmas to you. I'm kind of digging this. I haven't listened to this playlist yet. It's just it's a 1-2 hour long song of just a whole bunch of Christmas songs. All right, here we go, bird. What do we got? We start with this first. I'm not probably using the right order of operations. 3 more sleeps. I don't know if it's gonna happen, Mom. Christmas might just have to, wait a year. For me. I designed Christmas cards a few years ago. I just never actually, finished them, printed them, or did anything like that. I just did the design. Okay, bird. First feather, first wing. Let's try that again. We need a bigger shade. No, we're gonna keep that one. That's gonna be our shade. Keep it. Second feather. Sure. A wing up on top. Do-do-do-do. Now we got all these little... Anybody who does actual bird flourishing will see this and cringe, likely, but that's okay. Whoops. Oh, that is an ugly... Sorry, this bird got in a fight, so his tail feathers are a little messed up. Now, I know you're supposed to rotate the paper, but I'm just not gonna. Whoa, this bottom of the neckline compounds twice. That breaks my flourishing rules. He's got a chubby gullet. He just ate something and it's stuck in his throat, maybe. Maybe. Now, the eye is the part that I will... There we go. He's not very pretty, but there he is. Yep, he ate some ham. He had Christmas dinner, and now he's a little weighed down. Tell you what I'm gonna do, actually. Instead of going from this book, because I really like this one. Oh, I don't remember who did this one that we did on the live. Did I foil this one live? I think I did. I foiled it. Yeah, I foiled this during a late night live. We did this bird. I'm gonna try to recreate this one. Looks like that. That's probably gonna be a bit of a challenge. Diving in, head first, unprepared. That's how we do it. Alright, we'll have that for reference. Thanks, Kristen. That one was a fun one. If I remember correctly, I foiled that live. And I don't remember whose it is. Is it one of Dennis's? I can't remember. It says in... No, I didn't foil that one live. Or did I? That might have been back when I was doing the late night lives on Instagram still? I can't honestly remember. Take it easy, Jen. This bird isn't that bad. He's diving. He's just a little... He had a little too much eggnog for Christmas. Rough. What up, Treya? Netherlands in the house. Alright, here we go. Let's do this proper. We're gonna rotate our paper. We're gonna take an actual swing at this and see if we can do it. Throw our shades. We're doing everything the right way. For it to be this way. We're literally in uncharted territory here, folks. Okay. We do the the lower wing first. Yeah, that way. How hard can that be? Shouldn't be hard at all. Jeez. I should be using Hunt 101 for this, so I can control the thickness a little bit better. Gosh! This might be a a lost cause. People are gonna be thinking they tuned into my live for absolutely no reason. Okay. I'm gonna try it in a straight holder. See if that feels better. It may not. If not, ladies and gentlemen, please enjoy the entertainment of me failing at flourishing a bird. Yeah, no air event tonight. Where is she at? So you know if you've ever taken a penmanship class, ornamental penmanship, Spencerian, engrossed script, copperplate, doesn't matter. The teacher has most likely said, make sure you have a good image in your mind of what you're going to create before you create it. That's the whole point. And the reason that this is such a fail, I think that it's failing for me, I don't have a good image of what bird flourishes are supposed to look like in my brain whatsoever. So I'm trying to sort of do it. I'm rotating my example as well as my paper to try to make this work, because I don't know how to do this. Okay. We're also gonna slow down just a little bit. That's better. Not a horrible shape. Sure. Let's get the tail as well while we're going here. Tail's a little wonky shaped. That's okay. Okay, we gotta get his little wings in there in the back. Okay, we can do that. Note to self. Don't do offhand flourishing on a live video when you don't do offhand flourishing. Okay. Where's Brian? I don't know where Brian is. He doesn't always come in. The problem with putting my own spin on it is I don't do offhand flourishing. This is 100%. The techniques are not foreign to me. I feel confident that with not very much practice I can get these shapes looking like I want, but I don't know how I want them to look. It's not something I'm familiar with whatsoever. Which is the main issue. But as a Christmas favor, because some of the Late Night Live regulars requested a flourished bird, I will attempt a flourished bird. Oh, those look like weird ribs. That doesn't look very good. Oh. Maybe if I put enough lines in there, you won't be able to notice how not good it is. Could be worse. Could be a heck of a lot better. Okay. I'm definitely doing these in the wrong order, but that's okay. Whoops. Oh, this is poor. We're gonna have to do some really nice writing after this. Thanks for joining in, Kristen. Sorry that this is not the most impressive of late night live experiences for you. Hopefully, we'll convince you to stay up for some other ones in the new year. Maybe? Oh, come on. Where's my... Here. Okay, now technically... that's supposed to go all the way around. I think... Do I admit defeat here? Maybe I should. Because this is... not impressive. Whoops! I just put my finger through it. Just a little snow. What up, Colby? Uh-oh, Colby actually does birds. This is a failed attempt. Who needs sleep, Colby? It's the holidays. I've never... Whoops. And now I just laughed and spit on my paper. Well, there it is, folks. A horrible, terrible, flourished bird by yours truly. We're gonna cast that aside and never look at it again and pretend it, never happened. Maybe that's what I'll do over the holidays. Maybe I will teach myself to offhand flourish over these holidays. To control the thrown shades rather than the pulled shades. Hide it under a bushel. Mm-hmm. Snow and rain, yes. Spit in nib splats. What is... I'm pretty sure... I could be wrong, but I feel like Kanan's book had some really nice... just quills. So many... oh, lots of birds. God, they were so good at them. I'll be honest, I've never really had the desire to flourish the birds. I think they look pretty, but I've never been like, oh, I want to do that. The quills, I enjoyed looking at more. And the stuff behind, I would like to get better at. I mean, all of it I should get better at. Oh yeah, he has a lot of complicated birds. Okay, yep. We're gonna chalk that up to the, maybe another day category. Oh, right, Colby, because that giant drafting table doesn't fit in your bedroom, huh? Complicates the writing experience a little bit. Rats with wings. Frame it and give it to you. I'm not giving you that bird, Mum. Nobody's gonna get that bird. Proof of that bird's existence will never extend beyond this Instagram video. Although I probably should keep it for if I ever do teach myself to flourish birds. Then I can keep that as a, this is where it started. Pretty bad. Pretty bad. Stick to letter forms, Mike. That's what your brain knows how to do. For now, anyways. Yeah, what Late Night Live? Christmas edition Late Night Live? We didn't do one of those. I don't know what you're talking about. Just casually edit out that part of the Late Night Live video. Like, what do you mean? No, time didn't jump. We were writing quotes. We were talking about go out, that we should not go out of the house, and then we moved on to another one. Pepperidge Farm remembers. What up, James? There's so many people in the chat tonight. This is exciting. Merry Christmas, Devin. Merry Christmas, everybody. All right, what am I writing next? What do we got here? Earlier today, I feel like somebody wrote a Christmas quote in the chat that was in another language, and I'm pretty sure I missed it. It was right near the beginning. If you did, post it again so I can write it. If you didn't, I don't know, let's write something else. Write some curse words. Devin, it's Christmas time. One person did ask me to write. It's F. Oh, he married, not Effin. He wrote Elfin. Bah humbug. We can write bah humbug. I actually watched a movie that I'd seen before, but I watched it again last night. If you've never seen the movie The Man Who Invented Christmas, it's the story of Dickens when he wrote the Christmas story. It's so good. I think it's so good anyways. It's a great movie. It's like a not Christmas movie, because it's about the creation of Christmas. Salamat Hari Natal. Okay, we'll write that one. I'm gonna write that first, and then I'll write bah humbug. Ooh, kind of messed that one up. Kind of fell apart there at the end. There we go. Pizza sandwich toasties. All right, Colby. Well, sweet dreams, my friend. We will see you next time. All right. Bah humbug. Ooh, that turned out pretty snazzy. Bah humbug! Exclamation point. That B turned out pretty good. I will tell you, shades, shades like specifically, ones that work for me anyways, like the capital E, that shade, the second shade of the B, that one, the compound curve stem shade, like on the S and the L, that one, they are so much easier to throw out with this batch of July 303s. I don't want to convince people to go out and buy 303s because I don't know if they're like this right now. But this specific batch, it just takes no effort at all. Like I said, that takes there's a lot of control involved then to not shade when you don't want to. But the shades, I find that I have a lot less issues getting a nice big shade on like the lower shade of the B, which can be problematic sometimes. That one right there. Whereas this nib just knocks him out. Ooh, Carol of the Bells. My favorite Christmas song. All the batches are blue. All modern Jalot 303s are blue. Yeah. Yeah, the hardest part, what makes this one the hardest to control, for example, on that B, you can see how it goes from a hairline and then all of a sudden I get this little belly right there. That's because I've been writing with, "What up, Mohammed? You're here." I was waiting a moment to write your quotes until you got here. But writing with the like Leonard Principle and the Hunt 101 for so long, I have to apply more force. So now I get where I wouldn't get this with the Hunt 101, but I get that visible little blob there because I'm pressing harder before I need to with this nib. So it's very different. You always think like most of the nibs would feel about the same. It's just how much pressure you apply, but it completely changes the technique you use depending on what nib you use, which can throw you off, which is one of the reasons why I don't recommend changing nibs a whole lot. I swap often between the 101 and the Leonard Principle because to me they're very similar. But I don't switch between the 303 and the other ones very often because they are different and they write very different. Oh, I made that too. The image that I had in my brain did not work. Also because I don't know what a Christmas bell looks like. It just looks like a Hershey's Kiss that has an eye on it. Whoops. The Hunt one, yes. I just mean they're similar in their... The Hunt 101 is a little bit firmer, but they're not super, super different. Ooh. What's going on, Brian? Alright. What are you guys talking about? Am I gonna sing for you guys? Absolutely not. Now, Mohammed, was your quote, was that supposed to be one quote? Christmas is coming. No, winter is coming. Merry Elfin Christmas, or is that two different quotes? I wasn't sure. Oh, trust me, you guys don't want me to sing for you. I would never have another viewer of these live videos. I've already failed at a few things tonight. I don't need to keep that record going. Yes, I'm sure they would, Brian. See, Devin knows. Devin's known me for a long time. He knows. There will be no singing coming from this penman. Alright. What did Mohammed have here? He said, winter is coming. Devin knows, I'm telling you. You should listen to Devin. Whoops. I've been digging this entry lately. The one that I believe it was Monteros did for the capital M that we did last week. I used to do it a lot, and then I kind of stopped. Merry Elfin Christmas. It's chilly. I went out today and it was really sunny though here today, and I got a little warm because I put on a lot of layers because I didn't know how cold it actually was outside. But winter's supposed to be cold. Cold feels good. Yeah. Civic, I read it. Yeah, Merry Effin' Christmas. When I first saw his comment on Instagram, I was like, Merry Effin' Christmas. I mean, that's funny. That is something that people would ask me to write. People love swear words in calligraphy. People always want things that are vulgar and not pretty written in pretty writing. But when I look closer, it says Elfin and not Effin. A butterfly. Well, why did you go out in shorts? That seems like a silly choice, Marilyn. Alright. I feel like I missed here. In the bleak midwinter frosty wind made moan. You could throw in some capitals if you like. The opening line of one of my favorite Christmas poems. All right, Vincent, we're going to write that one. I can throw in, which one should be capitalized? In the bleak midwinter frosty wind made moan. That is quite the sentence. Post that in here so that I don't lose it. In the bleak midwinter frosty wind made moan. Right? I'm not missing anything. That's the whole thing. Yeah. Sometimes you gotta show off the patellas. I mean, that's... Sure. Alright. In the bleak. Give some space here. Oh, I should have done a... I could have done another quote journal today. We should do that again. Do another giveaway for one of those. In the bleak midwinter. We're gonna capitalize bleak. What up, Kanika? In the bleak midwinter frosty wind I didn't give much thought to the formatting of this, sorry. In the bleak midwinter, frosty wind made moan. What poem is this from, Vincent? Oh, or just when he's talking about. Yeah, this is Greensleeves. Or what child is this? Yeah. That turned out quite good. Quite decent. What is this? Dance of the Sugar Plum Fairies? Alright, what are we writing next? I mean, to lyrics-wise, to that song, there are many. That's "Oh Christmas Tree" is also that one. "What Child Is This?" "Green Sleeves." There are many options. "Santa Claus is Coming to Town." We can write that one. That works. I think my arm, I don't know if anybody was here 2 weeks ago. I don't remember if I talked about it last week. This was a while that my hand, I felt like, was in a slump. Nothing I was writing was coming out very nice. But I feel like we might be past that right now. It's not perfect, obviously, but I'm quite happy with everything that is coming out of my pen today. Can you write a sentence that each... Oh, we could do we'll do a poem, one sentence at a time? Is that what you mean? Right? Or not so much a poem, it doesn't have to make sense. Similar to what you did when you said what a penman should do when you did that piece. We could do that. Yeah, I'm gonna write Santa Claus is coming to town, and then I'll do that one. Then I'll do that. The one thing that this nib does do that bugs me, on occasion, right here, traveling to the left, this has happened at least 3 times today already. It cuts out at that one exact spot a lot of the time. Which is frustrating. Whoa, funky shaped. Oh, what happened? Look, I got these weird little dots. My nib splattered in a... That's bizarre. I don't think that's ever happened before. I just got dots, but they're not like splatter marks. Interesting. Weird, that didn't work like I had intended. Here we go. Santa Claus is coming to town. It's straight up though, that's weird. That's like when people write with the folded pens and whatnot. I'm not good at that because I'm not good at making a mistake. Things like that don't usually happen when I write. They're, who is it? James Faz, the writer from the UK. Incredible penman, but he'll do things like that. He'll create those things by having his nib at like an interesting angle. When I took his class, it felt very, very weird to me. I couldn't force my pen to do it. Alright, so now Brian suggested that we did something where everybody writes a sentence. But now is there a theme or anything like that, Brian? What do we have what are your sentences geared towards? Well, he says, like someone starts a sentence and then the other person from the audience continues it, like a story. Okay, so I guess we need an order then for somebody to start it. Oh, Aravin's here. Ward up. Welcome, Aravin. We were wondering where you were. Oh, okay. Well, if we could do that, then maybe the story I feel like will take a lot of orchestration because I'll have to choose an order for you guys to go in and things like that. Oh, just when he says no. You're logging in from a wedding? Shouldn't you be enjoying the wedding? I mean, I'm honored. I feel like we're all honorary guests of the wedding now. Have I ever been to a wedding? Yes, of course. I like weddings. Okay. Or nice things. One time I ditched class. Alright, so this list is gonna be things. Actually, so Brian, let's make a list of things that put you on the naughty list, but in the penmanship world. We'll do that. So I'm gonna go. I should have moved my paper there and not just reached across. Alright. What gets us on the... Letting my 101s get rusted. Yep. What else? No worries, Ervin. Enjoy the wedding. Thank you for popping in and saying hello. Sumi the Nib Killer. Telling somebody you won't be able to attend their wedding, but will make time for his or her next one. That's terrible. What up, little Missy Yellow? Aravin's naughty. Never ruling guidelines and making a mess. We can do that one. Never ruling guidelines. I mean, Brian never rules guidelines. A lot of penmen don't rule guidelines. I like guidelines, but a lot of penmen don't. Well, if making a mess puts you on the naughty list, a lot of calligraphers are gonna be on the naughty list. Ah, you're very welcome, little Missy. Keeping it Christmassy. I know everybody's probably feeling a little out of the Christmas spirit of things a little bit, or at least things are pretty much different for everybody. I mean, calligraphers are really good at making a mess. So, if this is the case, there are a lot of calligraphers on the naughty list. Using wine as ink? I like that. I've tried that before. It's just it's too thin. I don't know if that put you on the naughty list. That just means you're creative. Maybe you ran out of ink. I've been asking for like a couple years now, I've been asking for a chemist somewhere out there to make me a drinkable ink. A good tasting liquid that I can drink, but that is also pigmented enough that it can be used straight out of the bottle as ink. Wait, the chat is going faster than I can write. Oh, what's going on with my ascenders right now? What is happening? Using wine instead of ink. So many, so many, so many. Ooh, not cleaning the desk. Oof. If that puts you on the naughty list, I am like permanent naughty list, unfortunately. Or is that directed at your at your daughters, Fuzzy. Not cleaning my desk. Wait, your desk. No, my desk. Put this in. Ooh, that's another one that's gonna be that's rough for calligraphers. Calligraphers got messy desks. Oh, Civic's leaving. Well, thanks for hanging out, Vincent. It was nice to see you. Hopefully, we'll see you again in the new year. Have a Merry Christmas, and thanks for popping in. Boo, sleep. Drinkable ink, man. I've been asking for it for years. I'm waiting for somebody to hear my cry for drinkable ink. Clean desks are myths. To me, the myth is desks that stay clean. My desk gets cleaned many times a day and is beautifully clean multiple times a day when I'm in full working mode. It's just when I go from project to project, it just gets messy again really, really fast. Not doing calligraphy practice. As a teacher, I guess I have to put that on the naughty list. If you don't do your practice, that puts you on the naughty list. My ascenders are very angled today. Weird. Whoa, that's too many of those descenders in a row. I should have used a different variation. Practice. I thought I spelled practice wrong there for a second. Enablers. It's funny, a lot of the things on my desk, because when I record videos, it's in this main middle area, so things end up just getting, like, pushed off to the side. Like, there's a little bulldozer that just goes off to both sides, and at the end of the day, the sides of my desk is just piled up with, like, things like this, for example, little scrap pieces of foil, and obviously a bunch, like, spent nibs, paper clips, water bottle lids, ink jars, obviously. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 ink jars on my desk off to the side right now. Drinking too much wine to make the tines align. No, I don't need a nanny. I don't trust other people to clean up my penmanship stuff. I like my organized chaos. It ends up getting cleaned at the end. I'll clean everything, but project. Because my desk is quite small, I'm pretty sure most people who have a dedicated like writing desk or work desk, especially most professional calligraphers like myself, have a much bigger desk than I do. My desk is quite tiny, so it holds quite a bit of stuff considering its size. But the working area, what? Get out of this little piece of paper towel. It's very persistent. Very persistent. Get up. It's one thing I'll say about the 303 that is a downfall. Not a downfall, but in the modern ones, the way the hole is punched, there's like, it sticks up a little bit and it's sharp. So when you clean your nib, it always gets fiber and it's tougher to clean. The Leonard Principles and the Hunt 101s do it as well, but not as badly as the 303s, in my opinion. Oh yeah, organized chaos. I mean, that's the definition of my life right there. Organized chaos. Oh my god, is that it? 6 things that put calligraphers on the naughty list? It's gotta be more than that. Where'd Brian go? Not a fan of our list. He peaced out. Oh, what? Little Missy wanted me to write. I'll do this on a separate sheet of paper. Milk and cookies. And easy chocolate bombs. What's easy chocolate bombs? I will write it. I don't know what it means. I will write it. These sound like recipes. I like easy chocolate cookies. And it sounds like I would like easy chocolate bombs as well. But leaving milk and cookies for Santa is very Christmas. So I'm gonna milk and cookies. Milk and cookies. Is that spelled wrong? Did I spell cookies wrong? Okay, Google, how do you spell cookies? Yes, I did it right. Spelling. It's gonna be the end of me, man. Milk and cookies. Easy chocolate bombs. Sorry, I'm scrolled up in the chat, so I'm not seeing what everybody's typing if people are typing things right now. I do apologize. I'm digging that Y lately a lot. Easy chocolate bombs. Boom. Milk and cookies, easy chocolate bombs. Things you leave for Santa, I'm guessing. Right, let me scroll down. See what I'm missing. Not writing your pen pal. That's a good one. Oh, if that's the case, I have been on the naughty list for many years. But I'm going to word it a little bit different. I'm going to say forgetting to write to your pen pal. It is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. 2 seconds. Jingle bells. A lot of T's. I haven't written my pen pals in a very long time. Or anybody for that matter. I am behind. Yeah, forgetting the envelope exchange. I'm supposed to do an envelope exchange for the Discord. Oh, so many things I need to do. Trying to learn too many scripts at once. A lot of teachers would say that would put you on the naughty list. But for me, I'm like, yeah, dive in, do it. It's gonna take a lot longer, but you do you. I'm okay with that. Ooh, moth marshmallows with chocolate balls. That sounds yummy. Hot chocolate balls. Not cleaning up my pile of drill sheets. I feel you, Jesse. I am, ooh, wasting paper. I'm putting that one on there. A lot of penmen. We're bad for it. Calligraphers and penmen, we waste a heck of a lot of paper. Whoops. Oh, that was a mistake. I shouldn't have put that on the G. Wasn't paying attention. Wasting paper. Calligrapher's bad for it. Don't waste paper. What's going on? Is it not keeping me scrolled to the bottom here? There we go. Oh, I imagine medicine's gotta be... That's a lot of complicated words to remember. Accidentally mixing scripts. Yes, combining scripts. That's a big one. Should we keep going with this naughty list? Or do another something? What do you guys think? Kind of in a mood to just write random words and random things. My hand is good, so I want to take advantage of this, get some good writing practice in, since my hand is behaving relatively nicely today. It's a fun list. Things that put Penman on the naughty list. Jesse, wrapping gifts in practice sheets is one of the best ideas. That's one of my favorite things to use as wrapping paper. I mean, my stack of practice sheets is, I have a banker box that's literally just full of, it's garbage paper. I just have to either take it to recycling or find something to do with it. And a lot of it can be just made into, wrapping paper. I didn't wrap any presents this year because I canceled Christmas. So I didn't have to do that this year. But, no, wrapping with your practice sheets is a really good idea. I would highly recommend it. I've done it before lots of times. I think it's a great way to use your sheets. Not many things. We can get away with a lot of things. There's probably a lot more. That's just a tiny list. Stir. Yes, unless they're full of cuss words. This is true. I don't usually put a lot of bad words in my practice sheets. Every once in a while, I'll turn my messed attempts into the occasional bad word if I get frustrated at my pen, because that happens. I try to not let it happen, but it happens. Ooh, not wiping the cap after you wipe the ink jar. That is. I almost did that. I had a moment, I can't remember if it was today or yesterday, where I opened a jar, like swirled it, opened it, and then went to write. And literally thought, I'm not going to be writing that long. I'll leave it. And then I stopped myself and was like, no, Mike, no. You're supposed to wipe it, and you will regret not wiping it. I felt very adult in reminding myself and making myself do it. Normally it's this habit, but I had a little conflict today with myself. Was that today? Yeah, I think that was today. Not wiping my ink jar lid. That works, Marilyn. I mean, whatever helps take that frustration away. Ooh, shaking. Since we're talking about ink bottles, I missed that when you wrote that one, Oja Swinney. Yes. How do I want to word that? Shaking the ink too much. Then it gets crazy bubbly and is annoying to work with. Yeah, my ascenders are the only thing that I'm not really happy with today. They're very angled. Stirring is, I mean, you guys can see on here, I stir all the time. I usually, before I start, I don't do a shake, I swirl before I start. And then with inks that separate, like the white ink, I used to put the cap back on, swirl it, and then take the cap back off and keep writing. But since I did the videos, that was always just a lot of steps, because then I gotta clean the lid off again and all that kind of stuff. It's extra paper towel I gotta clean. So I started just stirring, and it works. It totally works. Okay, can I spell all these right? Oh, why do the first two reindeer have to start with a capital D? What's that about? What? Invisible shade. Why? How did that happen? Okay, fine. That's an Invisishade. I'll hum, and I'll whistle. I can't sing, but I won't whistle on here because there's music playing, and because it's going through just the YouTube system and whatnot, I'm pretty sure the music I hear is off time with the music you guys hear. So I'm not gonna whistle because it'll probably end up coming off out of time, if that makes sense. But I whistle a lot, and I like to think that I have a pretty nice whistle. Alright, Villas, thanks for hanging out. Merry Christmas to you. Have a great holiday. Thanks again for hanging out with us tonight. And we'll see you soon. Was it Dasher and Dancer and Prancer and Vixen? Whoops, that's supposed to be an N. Dasher and Dancer. Is it and in between all of those? There's Dasher and Dancer and Prancer and Vic. Yeah, he says and between all of those. Dasher and Dancer and Prancer and Vixen. Bixon? Okay, Google, how do you spell vixen? Ooh, E-N. Whoops. Dasher and Dancer and Prancer and Vixen, comma, Comet and Cupid and Donner and Blitzen. Whoops. Cupid and Donner and Blitzen. My English teacher would hate this. There's a lot of ands in here. You're leaving, or just winning? Oh, no, Mom's leaving. Good night, Mom. Sweet dreams. Good luck, helping the nieces and nephews digging. You should help them dig the Quincy, Mom. My nieces and nephews are currently hollowing out a big hill of snow in my mom's backyard. I think she should go help them. So far, she's just been taking photos. Blitzing. Blitzen. Yeah. Dasher and Dancer and Prancer and Vixen, Comet and Cupid and Donner and Blitzen. But do you recall the most famous reindeer of all? How do you know I haven't been helping? Just an educated guess. PH, right? Gosh. I second guess everything when I'm writing. I know how to spell these things. Yeah, PH. I panic. Rudolph. There we go. Fun. I like that it looks like, because of how it was written, it was signed. Rudolph wrote that. Yeah, there's Dasher and Dancer. But do you recall the most famous one? Me! Yes, providing hot snacks. And a dryer. Is help, I suppose. All right. Christmas writing. I'm quite enjoying this Christmas playlist right now. There. It's hilarious. I think I've commented on this before, but it cracks me up. After these live videos, you guys don't see it, but because I just put the papers on the floor, there's just around me in every direction used or papers that go into a, once they're dry, they go into a folder that's titled black paper used on one side, so that I then use it for practice on the other side, so that I don't waste paper, because I would like to stay on the not naughty list. I want to do a really flourishy. How crazy can I get the word Christmas? Let's experiment without even practicing or thinking about it. Oh, come on. Okay. That could be a cool C. Very swirly. Oh, that'd be cool. I don't know if I can do that. I mean, that works. The best way for me to do it would probably be to have like an inbox system. That's what I had in my apartment in Los Angeles. I had like a file inbox layers, and the one was like used on one side, and then once they get used on both sides, like there's the good paper, once used paper, and then once they get used twice, or when I don't deem them good enough for practice, then they go into archive or to be recycled, basically. I've just never taken any of them to recycling, but I should do that because they do pile up. We do go through a lot of paper as calligraphers. Oh, I don't think I can keep that clean enough as I'm going here to do the reverse oval. Nope. Not today. That's a little too challenging. For today, anyways. Maybe one day. It doesn't match. Looks cool, but not cool enough. I should actually design something. One of these days, I'll do a ornamental penmanship Christmas card. Maybe next year, because I missed the boat for this year. Next year, perhaps. Ooh, joy to the world. Let's write that. That's a good one. How crazy do we want to make this J? Oh, come on! Don't snap on me now, Nib. It's because I'm going from forearm to whole arm movement. Oops. That looks like an 8. That looks like J to the world. J to the world. Ooh, do you wanna build a snowman? J to the world. I might have to redo that one because it says J and not joy. More snow. Every ink splatter. Snow. So I was thinking of like the sayings, the t-shirt sayings that we've talked about in the past. And I know we have snaps happen. There's another one. Brian commented on it last week, and it's what brought it to my attention. I say Snap City all the time when I'm writing. It's like, well, it's Snap City today. But I'm trying to think of, I don't know the best way, like, should the design be Welcome to Snap City or something like that? Did I sing? Oh. If I did, I didn't notice. Sorry. Oh, I sang J to the world, right. That doesn't count. Well, now I didn't leave myself any room for lowercase letters. Joy to the world. At least that one says joy. Mohammed, I'm sorry I can't read that. I apologize. Let it go. Let it go. I don't remember the lyrics to that song. Yeah, we're gonna write on the back of some of the earlier sheets because they're dry now. Let it bleed. Let it bleed. He says, name this line decisions. I don't know what that means. I'm sorry. Can I do a double oval capital D? Eh. Do you wanna build a snowman? Do you do something play? What variation of the S shall we use? I want to do something twisty. Oh, come on. It happened. At least they match. The D and the S have the airline in the exact same spot. Whoops. The snowman wants to be built. How do you find the music that's mentioned in the Champions book? Oh, very difficult to find. I have found what I think is a couple of the songs that she listed in the book, but it's basically just Walt's album or Walt's music. I don't know if what I have is actually what she suggested. They're tough records to find. I do think I've tracked down a couple of the songs, but I can't be sure because I wasn't there, and it's just a record. It's not like this song by this artist. She names a specific record from a record release company. So I don't know if what I found is correct. It works, but I don't know. It's like the DBM, like the beats, the BPM, sorry, don't necessarily match what I feel like they should be for what she was teaching or what she was saying. So I don't know. Oh yeah, the snowman needs hands. His hand on his hip. Or maybe he's holding... Does snowmen have... Do they hold... No, they don't hold canes. Who holds canes? Scarecrows sometimes have canes. Do they say they do. I can't remember exactly who they are. It's not composers. They don't say the... Back in the day, it was like if you owned a record player, you, instead of buying like this artist, they listed it as by the such and such company, album number 9645 or whatever like that, which is how I found it. But it's interesting. Honestly, it's like I was hoping when I found it, it'd be like, oh, this is really cool to practice to. But it's the same sort of beat as the other books and like Tamblyn and stuff that mention specific downbeats or downstrokes per minute. It's that same thing. It's just BPM. She just selects songs that have a specific BPM, but that BPM also depends on the speed of the machine that was playing it at that time, which I don't know exactly what that was. I can try to track down, it's on my computer, and post it if somebody reminds me. I didn't end up posting it because I wasn't super like, oh, this is perfect, like this is what you should practice this to. It doesn't feel, or it's not as good as I thought it would be, or as I was hoping it would be, I guess. So it's not something I ever was like posted and talked about a whole bunch. All right. Be fun to own a vintage gramophone. Gramophone. I mean, if you have a grandma, you can just go and take her telephone. Ha Sorry, bad joke. Oh, nice. That's really cool, Fuzzy. Do you have one? Jesse, you got one for Christmas? That's dope. I have a record that's in the mail. I don't own a record player. I own... Is it here? Oh. My Chaplin record is around here somewhere. I have a record of Chaplin's music that he composed around here somewhere. And then I did the logo design for a Christmas album this year called The Greatest Gift. And the record that it's printed on is being mailed to me right now. I don't have a way to play it, but I'm excited to have it because it looks super cool. It's a red record. It looks dope. And then the label has my artwork on it. Broad pen artwork, mind you, not pointed pen. Bum bum bum. Frosty says, that's a great idea. Seriously, it's the exact same spot every time. What is... There's gotta be a specific reason that's happening. That's a really bizarre issue to have. I don't usually stop up there, that was weird. Whoops. There's so many Christmas words that you could write. I could write Christmas words all day long. Oh, come on. Noel. Cute tiny little Christmas tree. Uh-oh. Silent children is never a good thing, Fozzie. You must investigate. Or something is broken, or they are being conniving. Yule Fiddler by Patty Gurdy. Ooh, I will look into that one. We all play our favorite songs on repeat until it drives people around. Oh, whoops. Wreck the shade. Because I dropped my paper towel. My favorite Christmas song for many years was always been Carol of the Bells. But lately I've been listening to a lot of, like classic, not classic, but jazz Christmas. But not, I actually had a conversation earlier today with some people about, the fine line between, like, cool jazz, like salon jazz Christmas music, but then there's a point where it crosses a line and it goes into a little too much Kenny G. And it definitely happens. The music gets a little too Kenny G-ified. Is this dry? Yeah. Or too much honky tonk, yeah, that's true. Yeah, I like the chill vibes of a jazz Christmas, but I have my limits. I mean, I like everything, so it doesn't really matter. I just listen on Spotify. I just listen to chill jazz or chill Christmas music. There's some really good ambient Christmas music albums out there as well. I know The Reindeer Room, Volumes 1 and 2 were albums that I usually listen to around Christmas time. I haven't really listened to them this year for some reason. No real reason at all. But I haven't played them yet. Ah, there's paper towel on this nib. Stop it. Oh, this nib is... What's happening? It's rejecting. Did I get oil on it? Maybe that'll fix it. Ah, stupid little paper towel marks. I wonder if I could sand that off and fix that myself. Probably could. Maybe I will. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas everywhere you go. Take a look at the 5 and 10. That's a song. Nobody knows how to sing that song. It gets to a point in the middle where I remember trying to sing it. You be quiet, Google. I remember singing it at my godparents' house way back in the day, and there gets to be a point in the middle where the rhythm and where the vocals go gets all lost, unfortunately. Is this a Christmas song? Isn't this just a classical? I didn't know this was a Christmas song. I thought this was just like a classical music song. Oh, that's supposed to be... Oops. What's going on? My hairlines don't look good all of a sudden. What's happening? How did I ruin my hairline? Do 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 do. Yeah, classical. I just thought this was a classical waltz song. It's not Dance of the Sugar Plum Fairies. Uh-oh. My nib is acting really weird. What is happening? It was doing so well, and now I feel like it's... I don't know, I got oil or something on it, or my ink's acting funny. Beginning to look a lot like Scriptmas. That's awesome. Glitter. I mean, glitter beads, I guess that's okay as long as... Oh, the ones from the little art projects they were working on today, I'm assuming. It's not as bad as, I guess, just spilling glitter. Glitter's the worst. It gets everywhere. Hopefully glitter beads are less of a mess than just, like, glitter. Glitter is the worst. Okay, Nib, stop being ridiculous. You're frustrating me. Alright. Clean this one more time, and if it's not good, put this nib aside and use a new one. Maybe. Go. Fingers crossed. No, what's going on? Is my spit like oily? What's happening here? Or let me get a new paper towel. This is bizarre. When your penmanship supplies rebel. Glitter and clay. Yeah, any of that like pigmented, glittery, powdery stuff, it just gets everywhere and it's impossible to get rid of. Okay, Nib, what is happening here? You're starting to frustrate me. What? It's literally just acting like an unprepped nib. Weird. Sorry, everybody. I don't understand. Yeah, what? Like it's... No. Just no. This is unacceptable. Hmm. Yeah, that's true. I can add that to the list. If I ever get my nib working again. That's really weird that that just randomly happened. It's like it got some weird oil or something on it. How? Oh, I'm wondering. I put chapstick on. I wonder if I'm getting chapstick. This is ridiculous. I'm getting chapstick on the paper towel? Potentially? But I wear chapstick like every day. That doesn't make any sense. I always wear chapstick in the winter. And this doesn't usually happen. My nib decided we're done, apparently, today. What? I don't understand. Well, it's writing normal again. The tip still looks weird, like there's a part of it that's not... It's repelling the ink, but that's okay. As long as it's working, I guess. Lippy's not good for nib prepping, apparently. Ichiban lipstick for men. Wait a minute, what did I do here? I started counting down. I went 9, 8, 9. Oh, goodness. 10. 11. Oh, Mike. Or is that one not supposed to be 9? Should that be 7? 1, 2. Where did the original list go? Lost it. It's on the floor somewhere. What? Doesn't matter. Leaving my nib unprepped.
Joy to the world, the Lord is
Oh, we got the new year coming. 2021. Oh. Bummer. Can I fix that? Whoops. Sorry. Ah, ruined it. Looks like I fixed it. That's okay. 2021. Self-control, Marilyn. Can't let the goldfish get the better of you. Well, I gotta say, ladies and gentlemen, my nib is bugging me. It feels weird, and it's frustrating. My oily spit is bugging me right now. Shit. I think I'm gonna finish tonight's late night live. I know it's right before midnight. But we went way far into midnight last week, and I'm a little tired, and my nib is bugging me, and it's late, so I feel like, oh, and YouTube just gave me a warning saying that they're not getting enough keyframes to get a solid video. Well, that's not cool. Well, just Winnie, I'm ending the live so she can go, because that's gonna be it for tonight, I do believe. Sorry, everyone. No late night live tonight. Nope. We did no blacklight bird. No more birds until I get better. And no twisting my arm and talking me into late night live like we did last week. Glowy Christmas. I mean, glowy's not Christmas. We need, for like a Christmas late night live, we need like blue or we need green and red lights, and I don't have any of those. Just wouldn't feel right. But to be quite honest, we've written a whole bunch of Christmas stuff today. I've gone through a lot of paper, and I had a good writing session. And my arm, I think, is starting to tell me that it's about done. It's getting not tired of writing, but it's ready to relax. I think I'm gonna chill out, go to bed, watch a movie. Haven't decided yet. I have a couple blotters I still have to finish. Not Christmas orders, but things that I have to get done. So I will say thank you very much for everybody, to everybody for hanging out with me tonight. I hope you all have an incredible Christmas. What is Tuesday of next week? Oops. I have a feeling we will not be doing a late night live next week. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be in town next week. I haven't decided what's going on or what's the plan for, that's New Year's Eve. So we probably won't do a late night live on New Year's Eve. So I will be taking a break until the new year. We'll start things up again in January. So yeah, thank you very much, everybody. Please have a Merry Christmas. From me to you and yours. Thanks again for hanging out with me and keeping me in the Christmas spirit. I know this year is a little bit different for a lot of us than normal, but that's all right, because we're all just doing Christmas a little bit different. That's cool. yeah, thanks a lot, guys. As always, make sure that you are falling in love with the process, and don't forget that life should be just a bit of silliness, really. Merry Christmas, everybody. What? I thought I hit the end button. Take two.